Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel. This is Earth Child 555, and this is going to be your November reading. This is your monthly reading. And let's see what November has to say to you during this time. It's a very interesting time. Mercury is in retrograde. We have a full moon coming up on the 12th in Taurus. There's a lot of beautiful energies surrounding us, and there are also some energies that are a bit daunting, a little intimidating, and they can be a little bit harsh on us sometimes, but you know stay determined to stick it through for those of you who are really having a hard time. um Mercury will be in retrograde until the 20th of November, so we have a good maybe week and a half to I guess, to kind of experience Mercury's energy, right? So this reading is going to also speak about, um, not so much directly about Mercury's energy, but it will help you understand the lessons that you need to learn and how to get through this month, because it may be a bit tough on some of us, okay? So I am going to pull from the bottom of the deck, and then give me one moment, Gemini. There's a lot. I have so many card decks that are surrounding me right now, and I want to make sure that I have room to show you your cards. So, bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. That's a very beautiful, pretty beautiful card to get as your overall energy this month. Okay. And there may be energy surrounding your finances, your health. Some of you all may be focused on a better diet, maybe a better lifestyle, and how you take care of yourselves, right? Because I mean, the pentacles, they represent money, they represent finances and things like that. So this is also really good energy in regards to that, in your career and your job, and but some of you all may be focused more on your overall health and well-being in the month of November, during this month. Okay, and I feel that the Ace of Pentacles coming out shows me that, the work that you put into it will pay off. If you guys are looking to gain weight, more, lose weight, build muscle, eat better, clear your skin, grow your hair, whatever it is that you're trying to do, to better your health, I feel it definitely will take off, and it will benefit you tremendously. Okay. But if you're thinking about your finances and your job and your career, a new job, I feel that that is also it's here, it will manifest here with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So now we have the King of Swords. Okay. This is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Okay. So for those of you, who I feel that there may be those of you who are embodying this energy right now, really staying focused, not really focusing on your emotions or how you feel about someone or something. You're thinking, you're using your head, you're making clear decisions. Okay, there may be those of you who are your own boss, or you're the boss of your own company, or a manager, or you work for a company, and you are more in tune with your mind and how you think and logic, not so much emotional. Okay. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So there may be two people you're dealing with, an air sign and a earth sign, or you're dealing with one other person. This person might be a business partner. Okay. There may be a business partner you're dealing with, air sign or earth sign, or, it could be any sign. You may be married to this person, and you guys are really good at bouncing ideas off of each other when it comes to your finances. There may be someone who is this Queen of Pentacles energy who, they may be older than you, or they may be a teacher or someone who's helping you through this time. Or this can also be your energy, Gemini. You are focused on your well-being, your money, your happiness, your contentment in life. And maybe you don't have time to focus on emotional affairs, right? For some of you. Then we have the Four of Swords. So this is about regeneration, recovery, right? It's about getting sleep, going to bed earlier so that you can wake up earlier. This also represents going on a vacation and relaxing for some of you. I feel like there are a lot of you who are working very hard, working very, very hard, and you may not really be giving yourself the rest that you need, and it could be affecting your mind. Okay, there could be those of you who are really focused on your career, you're focused on your your well-being and putting in the hard work and focusing on your endeavors to create a certain lifestyle for yourselves, which is really good to see, Gemini. But there may be a need. Don't burn yourself out. You may have a tendency to burn yourselves out. And then you have the King of Wands. This is very interesting. So there may be three people you're dealing with or that you work with, three people that you're going to meet, three people you may go on vacation with. There may be just a fire sign that you're dealing with, okay, that you're maybe married to or you're in a relationship with. But again, these energies could also represent you. I feel that maybe you're wearing a lot of hats, or maybe this pentacle, sword, and wand energy here is what you need to embody, or that maybe you're embodying them now. I feel like that's kind of heavy. That's a lot. You got two kings and a queen here. This is boss energy. This is dominance. This is authority from, looking at this. And it seems like there may be those of you who you need some rest. Okay. And for those of you who want to own your own business, or you want to be a master at your craft, or there's something that you want to achieve, you have to be sure that you don't burn yourself out in the process of gaining that, right? Let's pull your clarifying cards to find out more. Yep, you have the Empress here. So there may be those of you who are dealing with a mother. Maybe you saw your mother work so hard, and, maybe you somehow, took on that role as you got older. But if this is not a mother, this is, again, being friendly to yourselves, loving yourselves, embracing that feminine energy, taking yourself out every once in a while. Maybe eating better. Maybe because you're so busy, you don't really eat as much, or you don't eat the right types of food that's healthy for you, or that's going to benefit your overall health. Okay. But this is abundant in nature. This is an abundant energy here, Gemini. And to see that the only feminine energies so far, as far as like the major cards, is the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. And both of these are earth energy. This is Taurus. Okay, and you have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So there may be a need to embrace some feminine energy here, whether you're male or female, because I feel that there may be those of you who may embody this masculine energy when it comes to authority, when it comes to getting things done, but you may not take care of yourselves, right? Or there may be multiple people that you're dealing with, this king and a queen. Maybe they're older than you, and maybe you just need to take a break from them for a while. You know, it can be any, it can be, you can be dealing with people or this is you, but there is a need for rest because there is a tendency to be burned out. Wow. 10 of Pentacles. The past two readings before yours, Gemini, has been the 10 of Pentacles. So for Aries and Taurus, and you now getting the 10 of Pentacles, I feel that this Taurus moon that is going to be here on the 12th, this full moon, it's really going to urge you to do some inner work. Again, a lot of people's messages so far today has been about abundance and prosperity, but within yourselves. Within yourselves, not just outwardly, because I feel like there's some burnout here where there's a need to rest. Maybe wearing a lot of hats, a jack of all trades, or just doing multiple things, but not really doing the internal work, not focusing on what makes you happy, not focusing on what's going on inside of you. Okay, and there may be those of you who are good at taking care of yourselves and taking yourselves out, but not really practicing self-introspection, thinking before you do things, grounding yourselves, right? But I really do feel that there may be a need to relax and rest because there's a lot of work that's going on in this month, okay? And then we have the Knight of Cups. This is water energy. It's actually the only water energy in this reading for you, Gemini. So there may be something in regards to self-expression, something in regards to you being free to express yourself, you being free to be who you are. But there may be a sense, or there may be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, a fire sign, or another air sign who might want to offer you a relationship or some type of emotional offer, friendship. Okay, they may be a water sign. It could be any sign, actually, any sign, but there could be someone who has their eye on you. And maybe you're not really paying attention to that right now. You may miss it or overlook it. Make sure you're paying attention during this time. Okay, Gemini, don't allow Mercury's retrograde and the energies that it exaggerates or intensifies. Don't allow that intensity to block you. Don't allow it to distract you or confuse you. Okay, continue to push forward, but also make sure that you're aware of what's going on around you. Make sure that you're aware of what's going on within yourself, because you may miss a blessing. But I feel like there are those of you who are dealing with a business, of dealing with work. And there is a need to be friendly to yourself, to love yourself, to take care of yourself. Okay? To express and extend that love to yourself with the Knight of Cups here. Okay? And you see that moon behind him is feminine. It's feminine energy, even though it's a male in this, in this masculine energy, but he embraces that feminine energy though. So there could be those of you, whether you're male or female, you need to embrace that feminine energy of rest and relaxation, loving yourself, loving your bodies and taking care of it. Okay. Maybe finding the love in what you do instead of just doing things just because you want to accomplish. Do it because you love it. Find something that you love doing. Okay. Don't be immersed in work or immersed in something so much to where you forget to pay attention to the important things, right? It's very important that you understand that, Gemini. But it's seeing the 10 of Pentacles. This is not a bad reading at all. I don't see anything bad happening. I don't see anything torturous or tumultuous. But I do see that there may be, you guys may be running yourselves ragged, running around like a chicken with its head cut off and, not really stopping yourselves to relax and understand what it is that you love. Maybe there are those of you who haven't really thought about a relationship in a while, maybe because something happened a long time ago. And for the past few years or for the past year, you're just working on your abundance and you're not really thinking about the emotional aspect because it may be too painful. But the universe, for those of you who are looking for a relationship during this month, um, I don't see a relationship necessarily happening, but I do see that there is someone approaching you while you're working so hard. And you might miss it if you're not paying attention, or you may end up rejecting someone because you're so immersed in what you're doing, or you may, lightly or politely pass on hanging out with them and they may ask you to hang out with them, but you may end up saying no politely, thinking, I'm busy, and not really knowing that they're asking you out and asking you to spend time with them, for some of you. So be careful with that, Gemini. This reading, the energies are not telling me to tell you to go look for anyone. That's not what they're asking. They're just asking you to relax and rest and be open. Okay, be open to these loving energies that may surround you or that you may not pay attention to. Okay, love yourself. So let's see what the cards are for your oracle. You have perception. This is very interesting. So, Gemini, you have a very strong sense of awareness and perception here. Things that people may not pay attention to, you need to pay attention to. Energies that may not be significant to other people, make it significant for you. There may be a sense of someone's energy that you need to pay attention to, even your own energy. Being perceptive is just really having a keen awareness of what's going on around you when everybody else is not paying attention. So you guys may have a lot going on, Gemini, a lot going on, to where you may not pay attention to certain things, but the universe is asking, pay attention, because you may miss something if you're not paying attention. Okay? Keep your eyes peeled, keep your ears open. For those of you who meditate on your chakras, your third eye is very, very significant right now, okay, during the month of November. Very significant. When you have a strong sense of perception, people don't think you're paying attention. You're not necessarily staring at the person or staring at the situation and your eyes are locked onto it or your attention is locked onto it, but you're aware. You know what's going on. Okay? Or the universe is asking that you get to that point where you're paying attention so much to where nothing gets past you. So if your mind is everywhere, the universe is saying, bring it, let's bring it in, let's gather our bearings here. For others of you, maybe you need to get your eyes checked. Okay. For others of you, maybe you need to go make sure that your ears and your hearing is doing okay. Okay. During November. But this is because those senses are important. Very important to pay attention. Okay. And then we have the dragon. Very beautiful card to get, Gemini. And it says supernatural. That's strong, Gemini. So like I said, there are those of you who are very, very smart, you're very focused. But there may be times where that focus can be, it can become a sense of distract not the you can become distracted instead of focused. Like when you're focused, you're extremely focused, but when you're distracted, you're extremely distracted. Whatever that distraction is, whether it's work, but I feel like that distraction is deterring you from loving yourself. Okay? Focus is the word. And not so much on the external, focus on the internal, what's going on within you. What is the universe showing you? Because with the dragon coming out, the supernatural coming out, like there is some type of spiritual activity that you may not be paying attention to, or there may be some spiritual activity that those of you are out there who are paying attention, there's some messages out there. The universe is trying to say something to you, and that Knight of Cups can also represent spirit. Okay? For those of you who may feel the need to have the disease to please, or you want to blend in with other people, or you want to make friends, or you need to focus on who you are. Don't blend in. Don't try to blend in and be like everyone else. Don't try to make friends just, because you feel lonely. Like you want people who are going to embody this energy as well, who are paying attention just as closely as you're paying attention to things, right? And this card says, you are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destination. Rise with dignity. So there may be those of you who are a leader to some degree. You lead the pack. You're the boss. You're the manager or supervisor, whatever. You're the father or the mother. You're the head of the house, whatever you are as far as being a leader. Some of you all may be witches, empaths, psychics. And there is a special gift that you have that is connected to your abundance. And there is a need to take the time out with the Four of Swords here to rest yourselves, to understand yourselves a little bit more than you do now. Okay? There may be those of you who see spirits, or you feel an energy and nobody else is responding to it but you. Maybe it's because you're sensitive. You may be sensitive. There may be some energies that make you feel out of sorts. Maybe they make you feel sick or what have you, and you just don't know what to do. But it's probably because you are hypersensitive spiritually. You're a psychic or an empath or some type of medium, and you may need to dive deep into the spirit realm. Right? It's very, very interesting, Gemini. But this abundance here, it's yours. It's here, right? You just have to grab it. You have to grasp it. You have to pay attention to what that abundance is and how to manifest it. Okay, so it's time to recover. It's time to rest. It's time to reflect, meditate, open yourself to the spirit realm, open yourself up to the universe, and pay attention to what others may not be paying attention to. And there you'll end up finding answers that most people have a hard time finding. They look forever for, right? So that's a very beautiful reading, Gemini. I wasn't expecting that, but I don't know what to expect in most of my readings, It's very beautiful. And I wish you all the best of luck during this Mercury's retrograde. I hope that you guys have a good November. Love yourselves always. And I will see you in your next reading. All right, take care. Much love and light to you. Bye.